Hello, a new version of M5StickS has recently arrived. The name of new version is M5StickS3, and in this video we will compare the new version with the old one. This is huge upgrade over the previous model, but there is always a but. Stay tuned and you will find out. I will also talk about this new firmware I made for it, which is interesting because usually I don't use LVGL and SquareLine Studio for M5StickS projects, but in this case I decided to use LVGL, and the code for this project can be a great template for your own M5StickS LVGL plus SquareLine Studio project. M5StickS sent me this device for free and you can find the link in the description. Okay, let's compare these two. First, the brain. The old version is powered by ESP32 Pico V302 with 8 MB of flash and 2 MB of PSRAM. The new version has ESP32S3 Pico with 8 MB of flash and 8 MB of PSRAM. So we get much more PSRAM, a better ESP32, more GPIOs and better connectivity. I also want to say a few words about looks. I think there is also big improvement. Lots of people complained about this orange color, so the new version comes in this gray-blue combination. And I also like the new style of this main button. It looks nicer than this cut-off button. And the button B, side button, is also much larger and easier to use than this one. On this side we can find power button, and the power button can be used only to turn board off with double press, and to turn board on with single press, and with hold we can send board to boot mode. On old version, power button can also be used in your projects because it was, I think, boot button which is on pin 0, so in this case I use that button to set clock, time and brightness and other settings. So old version has basically 3 push buttons, 1, 2, 3 that can be used, and this one have only 2. So this one is power button is strictly for power. Display is same, 240 by 135. We saw that display many times on M5StickS products. Both devices have accelerometer and gyroscope. Both devices also have a microphone, but when it comes to audio there is one big improvement. While the old stick has only built-in buzzer, the new one has a real speaker and a proper audio codec. So now we can play real music. That's great upgrade, and the extra PSRAM will be very useful for decoding and playing audio. There is also big improvement in the number of available GPIOs. Besides Groove connector, the old version had only 3 usable GPIOs, and new version gives you this extra row, so it gives you 8 more GPIOs to play with. And even with this extra row of pins, size is pretty much the same. And there is also big improvement in infrared. While this one have only infrared transmitter, this one has both transmitter and receiver. My next project will probably be an infrared signal cloner with the ability to save infrared codes in PSRAM. The battery is improved too. The old one had a 200 mAh battery, and the new one has 250 mAh battery. And now we reached but part. The new version doesn't have a built-in real-time clock. Old one have built-in real-time clock. I don't think that is a big deal for most of people, but for some it probably is. Also, you should know that there is some weird noise when the board is connected to USB. M5StickS3 mentioned this on their website, and I actually like when manufacturers are honest about these things. So make sure you read all these notes. And I hope this problem is solved already, and I hope that is problem only with early devices. For me, this isn't big issue because this has always been a pocket device for me. It is not something I keep connected to USB all the time. For that I have bigger boards. And now more about firmware. This is my old firmware evil clock for M5StickS3 which is used as clock, stopwatch, and it has integrated screen for set time, date, and other. And when these two lines are aligned, it sends infrared signals to turn everything off. You can watch that video, I will leave a link in description. But for that user interface I use the regular library M5StickS provides. And for this I use LVGL and SquareLine Studio. So I made this much faster, but when I look both of them, I still like this one more, maybe because this orange. Okay, more about this firmware. So, as I said, these don't have real-time clock chip, so this is just a stopwatch. With this button I can change this menu. Here I can change brightness. Brightness is also shown here. Here I can send on-off signal to turn on or off my Samsung TV. And here I can control this stopwatch, so I have stop, reset, start. Here I can see motion and movement of my device, battery. Overall, it looks nice. This firmware is already available on M5 burner, and I also have free code for this, and in the description of this video you can find code for this one, and also I will put this on M5 burner for new M5StickS3 users. Tell me what you think. I still think this is big upgrade. It looks better. This is huge upgrade. Transmitter receiver is also great. Maybe I miss real-time clock, but you can't have everything in this small package. This is still very cheap, user-friendly board with case, and you can carry this in your pocket for many years. I used to carry this one on my work too, and I use it to turn on and off multiple projectors in multiple classrooms. Thank you. Tell me what you think and have a nice day. Goodbye.